Marcus Garvey, a black man from Jamaica, was the first to introduce the concept of black nationalism. Experiencing the prejudice and racism of white America in the early 20th century, Garvey advocated a black repatriation of Africa. Long before the radicalism of Malcolm X and the preachings of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Marcus Garvey led a movement that encouraged racial pride and racial separatism. Garvey was born on August 17, 1887, in St. Ann's Bay, Jamaica. He spent most of his early life between Jamaica, Central America, England, and the United States. During his travels, Garvey experienced discrimination and mistreatment of African immigrants. It became clear to him that uniting the black race was the best way to better their lives in the face of adversity and hardship. The first step in creating this black racial entity was the foundation of the Universal Negro Improvement Association in August 1914.
It is an organization that seeks to unite into one solid body the 400 million Negroes of the world for the purpose of bettering our industrial, commercial, educational, social, and political conditions.
Garvey organized a convention for his association held in New York in August 1920. As part of the convention, they established the Declaration of Rights of the Negro peoples of the world. This document sought to establish an African identity for blacks living all over the world. In fact, the red, black, and green flag we now associate with the African continent was one of the byproducts of that convention. Garvey was convicted of mail fraud in 1925 and deported to Jamaica 2 years later. Despite his waning influence on the association, Garvey's legacy would be remembered for years to come. Malcolm X was one of the outspoken black revolutionaries who continued Garvey's philosophy of independence. While the majority of the African leaders, like Martin Luther King Jr., were pushing for African integration into white society, Malcolm focused on the black people developing their own society and values. Marcus Garvey and the black nationalism movement live on to modern day. The Rastafarian movement borrows philosophy from Garvey's beliefs. Well-known reggae musicians such as Bob Marley and Burning Spear are known to have written songs and verses dedicated to the leader. Marcus Garvey once stated, quote, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots," end quote. Thankfully, these wise words resonated with future of African leaders to come.